Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Wade Watches. I'm Wade, and as promised, I just got out of the Nun 2. Went in with not the best expectations. If you watch my previous video, I did a quick review of the first Nun in preparation to watch this movie, and it's not terrible. It's not the worst movie in the Conjuring universe, but it's definitely a mediocre horror movie. So going into this, I was like, I just didn't have the highest of expectations, but very much to my surprise, and I really mean much to my surprise, The Nun 2 surpasses the original in every way, and I'm going to go even a one step further and say that it's a better Conjuring universe movie than the actual third Conjuring movie, The Devil Made Me Do It. It was better than The Devil Made Me Do It, which, I mean, The Devil Made Me Do It is okay, but it's still like a Conjuring movie, and the first Nun, is worse than The Devil Made Me Do It. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised to say that. There were some scenes where like my hands actually got sweaty. I never had a full-on anxiety attack, or I was never on the verge of a meltdown because the scares weren't like that traumatizing. They were still very effective, and the build-up was very effective, but they weren't traumatizing. But still, like, the fact that my hands got a bit sweaty in the theater actually does say something about this. So yeah, this was a solid, enjoyable horror movie watch, and it was extra effective in Dolby Cinema, where the sound was, cranked up to 11. That actually caused me to jump one or two times. So yeah, I really had a great time watching this movie, and I was like looking. I'll be honest with you guys. I walked into this wanting to just like roast and be like, they shouldn't have made this. The first Nun movie wasn't all that great. Why make a sequel to that? Nobody cares about this spin-off series. But no, man, this did this demonic character. The demon. This did this demon more justice than the original movie. I guess that's a thing with these Conjuring universe spin-offs, where the first spin-off is trash and then the sequels are much better, because that's pretty much what happened with the first Annabelle movie, where the first Annabelle movie is hot garbage. It's unwatchable. Almost everything about it is terrible, but Creation and Annabelle Comes Home are really solid, whereas first Nun movie, not as bad as the first Annabelle, but pretty mediocre. This really awesome. If there's like one big noticeable setback for me, the climax and the ending. I'm not going to give anything away, not going to give you any details as always, but when it got to the climax and the ending, I thought they kind of lost that element of like tension and horror and suspense. It almost became like a video game quest near the end, but you know what? It was an enjoyable video game quest nonetheless, so I won't complain too much, and I didn't have any serious problems with it. It just lost that tension because the build up in for the most of it, for the first half, was again actually unsettling and actually managed to get me in some parts. So that climax and ending was kind of like you kind of lost the element of surprise there, but hey, you know what, I'll allow it. I still thoroughly enjoyed this from start to finish. Another thing, without giving away too much, that I was looking to just like be annoyed with was the fact that and I didn't know this prior, but there are some returning characters from the first Nun movie whom I didn't find all that interesting in that movie. So when I saw them here again, I was like, these guys are going to be boring as hell. But no, another thing that they improve upon is the character development in this movie. The characters from the first movie that you don't care about, you actually do give a shit about them here. So that was very well done as well, and I'm thankful for that, because you spend the whole movie with these guys and you actually give a shit about them in The Nun 2, more so than you do for The Nun. So wrapping it up, I'm going to give The Nun 2 a very unexpected but well-deserved 8 out of 10. I can't go any higher than that because it does pretty much follow your standard horror movie, supernatural, demonic movie tropes. It does follow that Conjuring universe formula that, while effective, you have seen before, because there's like 6-7 other movies in this franchise already. So if you've seen those movies, even the good ones, you'll know what you're in for here. But that being said, it's still enjoyable. It's still fun to watch when done properly, and I had a great time with it. So again, 8 out of 10 for The Nun 2. This has been another edition of Wade Watches, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.